everyone, we are back. It is the Fall Beauty Game Changers event here today at HSN. It's on all of our platforms. We are talking beauty. We are talking how to transition beauty into fall, which is such a fun time because we start bringing in these kind of warmer colors. Look, I'm like doing a whole fall thing. You guys can't even see my belt. I am belted at the waist like a brave woman today. So we are all about fall. We are leaning into it. And this is where you're going to be joining us for the pro classes, which means this is where we're going to have our experts, have the people who created all of the products that you'll be seeing today. They devised them in their fabulous laboratories, and we're like, I know exactly what the person needs. Here it is. And by the way, now we can actually ask them questions live. We can say, I kind of wanted to get this, but I wasn't quite sure because A, B, and C. Is it right for my skin tone? Is it right for this shape of my eye? We just had a wonderful, the crease piece. If you guys didn't get to check it out, you can always go back and check out our previous hours. They're gonna live here on Facebook. They're gonna live on YouTube, live on the HSN site for a while. So check out the other people, even if you missed it earlier. We're gonna have several today. Now, this hour was for Dr. Nassif. It may still be. He's doing another show right now, so we are trying to get him live in here, but this is what happens with live TV. It's showbiz, baby. We don't know if he's gonna be here. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I am no replacement for him whatsoever when it comes to his fantastic products. As you know, he's a doctor, and I cannot speak for his products. So if he can't get to us in time, then we'll probably just say, pause on this hour, come back for the next hour, which is gonna be fantastic, and we'll continue on for the rest of the day. Everyone else should be confirmed good to go. He's just such a busy man that he actually is doing another segment right now, and it's going a little bit over, which is fine. Of course, you can always check out his products on the HSN site. I have been using his serum, his screen. It's fantastic. I highly recommend it. You guys can go to the HSN website. Just look up Nassif's products. But today, we are also going to be discussing with him the scalp scrub. And this is the one that I'm really excited about because I've only just recently gotten into scalp scrubs, and I've tried like 3 of them. They're not all created equal, but they are definitely a game changer. And I think Dr. Nassif knows what he's talking about when it comes to skin and when it comes to anything that is going to be hopefully, safe for your skin, rejuvenating for your skin, healthy for your skin. He knows what he's talking about. But I'm interested in his scalp scrub. So if you guys haven't tried that, maybe you can check that one out. And if you've never tried a scalp scrub, do yourself a favor for fall. Oh my gosh. Especially if you're like me and dry shampoo is your best friend. Oh, it's so good for that. So we're just waiting a couple minutes. I'm kind of vamping right now. We can pop off and come back on. But if you guys have any questions, if you just want to chat, if you have any questions about the products that you see today or about me, because why not, go ahead and just write them in the chat and I'll see them and I'll answer them for you. And we can talk all day. We can talk about the tomato suit. We can talk about the belt. Guys, do you guys ever do a belt on the outside of your tops like this? I have never, and there's a stylist here who did it for me. Can I just, okay, I'm just saying, I felt really, really brave today. You love the scalp scrub. Okay, I totally agree. Oh, I love this. I'm in my 60s, have smoker lines around the lips. I can't tell you what a great procedure would be to help around your lips because that's not my specialty, but I can tell you any kind of moisturizers are going to be excellent at any age, and I'm a huge fan of hyaluronic acid. It's kind of like the banner in the sky this year that everyone is loving because I keep telling my sister, I'm like, you can't have a sandwich without bread, and you can't have a skincare regimen without hyaluronic acid. And so then when my mother was saying, what is it that you're using on your face? And Alex was like, it's the bread. So the hyaluronic acid is what I would recommend for you. Anything that has that in it, it's just really going to be an excellent moisturizer. And Dr. Nassif's product has that. It's a key component in so many wonderful products that we have here at HSN. I just recommend using it in conjunction with something else that has a little bit of moisture in it. Oftentimes the products are already going to come with something else that has a little bit of moisturizer in it, or you can put it on after your moisturizer. But it is the wonderful combination of when science and skincare comes together. Its child is named hyaluronic acid. So that's my answer for that question, and Nassif's product has it. But of course, this isn't a procedure. These are just, if you're interested in something, I love anything that can really moisturize. You'll find a lot of great products that have that ingredient, though, at HSN. So wonderful, yes. I see a couple of you guys are asking questions about Dr. Nassif. I'm a huge fan of his, so of course he's busy. He's very wanted everywhere. I love everything that he's created. We are so lucky here because when it comes to skincare, and I'll just speak on this for a moment, just because if you guys are tuning in, it's nice to meet you, it's nice to chat with you. I can't wait to be able to do the shows on HSN or HSN2 and just really get to know all of you viewers and all of you HSN loyal customers. I have been a longtime viewer. I come from a family of longtime viewers, so I'm really, really excited to be here today doing the hosting for this beauty event with the pro class. In general, when it comes to beauty, you guys, I think HSN holds a very special place in my heart. And that's for the reason that we are not held to the same standards that the average makeup vendor would be who's advertising to you on social media. We're held to a much higher standard. So we're not allowed to filter any pictures. We're not allowed to put any kind of blurring or editing on a before and after. We're so held to such a high standard here because this is a television network that has certain advertising legal parameters we have to stick between. That is your gain. That is the magic of buying anything skincare from HSN, because you can't get that same guarantee when you're just scrolling, through social media and you see a before and after and you're like, that looks like it was photoshopped or blurred. Like, you guys are smart. You can tell the difference. I know you can tell the difference. We can't do that here. Absolutely not. It's a no-no. In fact, I've been backstage when we're doing skincare shows, and if they think that even the angle of a before and after picture was a little bit off, even if the light is just a little bit brighter on the before or the after, they pull it. They pull it from the show. We want you to have the most honest, the most reliable information. We will not give you any numbers that are exaggerated ever. In fact, we can't even pull numbers unless it was done from a certain size focus group. So when I tell you guys this is the place to really come for your skincare products, I mean that from a shopper's perspective. I love knowing that what I'm hearing is the truth and they're looking out for the customer. We're looking out for you. So today's a wonderful day. If you haven't shopped with HSN yet, today's a wonderful day to go ahead and try out what it means to be able to actually get what it is that you see. Now, of course, results are gonna vary. Everyone's skin is different, everyone's DNA is different, of course. But that's why HSN is so great with their free returns, free exchanges. We're not gonna make you keep anything you don't love, of course. And if we're going to be right here. If you try to exchange something or return it, we will be able to be contacted. I hate buying something and then wanting to exchange it or return it. And it's like, does that company not exist anymore? Where did they go? I'm not getting any emails back. We are so reliable when it comes to that. And I know that goes across the board with all of our products, but today we're talking beauty, and beauty's the one that to me is the most important when it comes to really telling you what it is that we're giving you and not falsifying anything, not exaggerating anything, not editing anything. I love those standards. When I first found out all the details about what we can do with a before and after picture, and by what we can do, I mean no changes, no light changes, no angle changes, no filter, no blur, nothing like that. I felt warm, I felt protected. I was like, more people need to know about this. We're buying our skincare with these really kind of exaggerated before and after pictures, thinking maybe this is what I'll get. I don't know, we'll see. Sometimes we read comments and there's 100 people who commented that they really loved something. Are those bots? Are they real comments? We don't know. HSN is held to a much higher standard. There is a legal obligation for us to never falsify a review. We are so picky. We would rather have one person who couldn't open up a container and left a bad review because they couldn't open it up than to even tell anyone, please, can you write this review to be positive, because none of that. This is the honest place for skincare. This is the real place to get the real thing that we're telling you that we're offering you. I've never found that anywhere else. I've been a consumer of skincare for 25 years. I've never found that. This is the shop. And what a wonderful time to shop during our Fall Beauty Game Changers event. Let's see, HSN is the best for shopping from home. Oh, you know what? I agree. Because like I said, you're gonna be getting exactly what it is that you see. And if you don't like it, you know where to find us. Free returns, free exchanges. I also love free exchanges when it comes to anything that has, color cosmetics, because I tend to think that I know my skin color, and then I get something home and I'm like, did they change their formula or did I change my skin? I have no idea. So anytime you have that, Go ahead, take it home, see if it matches. If it doesn't match, free exchange, free return. I also love that with clothes too, but today we're talking beauty. Let's see what else we have. Oh, someone has recommended the Wrinkle Blur Targeted Treatment. Love a good blur. Okay, we have a couple good blurring products here, which, like I said, we can't blur on the screen. We're not going to blur digitally. Let's blur on your face instead. So great recommendations on those products. Looking forward to pampering myself and doing even more self-care in this fall season. I love that. I love that. How do you guys pamper yourselves? What is your self-care routine? Let me know in the comments. I love a bubble bath. I love a glass of wine. I love a face mask. I love doing full facial treatments on my family. I love when I try something being like, okay, sis, okay, husband, what do you think of this eye cream? And doing it for them. Look, the more you get to know me here, you're gonna learn I have this whole little at-home spa thing where I do, we'll get to it, but we are waiting just a little bit on Dr. Nassif. I think he's gonna show up. So in the meantime, I would love to know what it is that you guys do to pamper yourself, because fall is a wonderful time for me time, or if you're like me and you like to share your beauty experiences with family and friends, I call it we time. And I have a toddler, her name is Winter. Look, Winter, she's a little too young for makeup. We still use, toddler safe lotions, but she sits right there next to me, and when I'm putting on my creams, she even knows to say tap, 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 and she says tap as she puts this cream on her eyes. So that's how I pamper myself. That's how my toddler pampers herself. So, Nassif Skincare, use a lot of products. Not sure what to order to use them. Not sure what order to use them. What a great question. Thank you, Deb. You're gonna find that, I'm sure Dr. Nassif is going to have an answer to this when we chat with him in a moment, but there are some rules of thumb. For example, the hyaluronic acid, you want to toss it on after a moisturizer, not onto dry skin. When you're talking about serums are great to go on first. You can toss a serum or an oil on pretty early. You don't necessarily want to put them on, after the heavy creams. But serum, moisturizer, cream. That's kind of what I like to do. I think we have a special guest here. I think he's joining us. Boy, was that fun chatting with you. Thank you for your questions. I do want to see how you guys pamper yourself here in these comments, but also keep asking the questions to Dr. Nassif, because we have him on the line. You know him from But anyways, I would just say, to answer that question, and other people may have different answers, it's fine to put a serum on dry skin. It's fine to put an oil on dry skin. I would prefer to put the hyaluronic acid on after your moisturizer. And end with a cream at night. Who's got oily skin? Anyone else out here have oily, shiny skin all the time? I definitely do. I try to do a little bit less in the mornings than they tell me to, and a little bit more at night. I think we're ready. Is everyone ready? Is anyone else shaking? Or am I being Leo right now? No? Okay, not shaking, but I'm very excited. Dr. Nassif is here. I think he's here. It's so nice to meet you. If you are listening to me, I'm kind of getting, oh, you're there, I hear you. Oh my gosh, it's happened. It was worth the wait to see the wizard. I am so happy to meet you. Like, when I say big fan, I'm not being silly here. Like, I'm so excited to meet you. You are so wonderful. Your work is incredible. And your products are great. We're lucky enough to be able to use your products here as hosts. We get to try things out, sometimes ahead of time. We get a chance to. And this Hydro Screen is kind of becoming a superstar around HSN. So I would love to hear you talk about your products a bit. And also, at some point, let us know what order to use them in, because we got that great question, and I'm not sure I answered it right for you.
No, actually, I heard the end of that, Tasha, and that was actually appropriate. I love using the Hydro Screen really as, even though you don't even need a moisturizer, but I love using that as the last step, the final step. That's where I like using it because, your skin drinks it up. It dries to a matte finish. But, one of the things too is, as a facial plastic surgeon, and I've been doing this for, God, I think now like 30 years, from the training on out. And I've learned, the skin from a facial plastic surgeon standpoint from the inside out. So I know it all. And so I see the skin when I'm doing faceless or even eye surgery. I'm looking at the thin texture of the skin. But the biggest thing is it's dehydration. That's one of the biggest problems with our skin. And it's almost like you're taking a raisin and we're trying to convert it to a grape. And that is what we're trying to do to your skin. Because listen, if you're out in the sun and you've been sitting there beating your skin, like for example, me, and I'm paying for it now with skin cancers, but we were using baby oil and destroyed our skin. So how many of you can relate to me with that Hawaiian tropics oil? And
Oh
we
my
would just
gosh.
get burned and then eventually would turn dark. And that, all that damage from all the years, that's what actually, causes the wrinkles and the spots and the problems with the firmness and actually the lack of hydration, which by the way happens really young. So the
Yep.
Hydro Screen, for example, you can actually use this even at the start, even in your 20s when you have, because it's great for hydration of your skin. And then the magic of it is also with the retinol, which is very stable. So you don't have to be in your 40s or 50s before you start using this, by the way.
Well, I'm glad that you mentioned this. And this is normally, when we're talking HSN and we're on the air and we're doing a show, we're going to be selling you guys the products, talking about the products. But today is so special and unique because it is the pro class. We are going to be able to ask those more in-depth questions and kind of really get down to the nitty-gritty. I hope I don't ask questions that are a little bit too basic for you, but I want to make sure that there's nothing that's flying over any heads today. Today's our chance to really get into it, right? So you just said the retinol is really stable. And I kind of nodded, but I want to know what that meant and why that's important.
So there's a few things, listen, retinol, and there's, it's a natural derivative of vitamin A, and there's some very, very strong formulations of that, which will dry out your skin. But for skincare at home, we actually always need to tone down the irritation level of it. And the way you deliver it to the skin is important. So there's a molecular film fluid layer with retinol in it. That is what's in, for example, the Hydro Screen. Or we have another alternative is called bakuchiol. It's a synthetic form of retinol, which is just as effective. It's actually more of a plant-based. So what I mean is when you take a plant-based formulation of retinol and make bakuchiol, that acts and simulates retinol. But now in the Hydro Screen, you have real retinol, but it's very stable, which means it doesn't irritate your skin, but
Ooh,
also very effective. Now,
see, that is
I
kind
can't
of
tell
the,
everyone that. Yeah, but let me make one really important point about all skincare products.
please.
Everyone. For all of you out there, no matter what, when you're going to test a skincare product, use a little bit on some of your skin. Some people have very sensitive skin, and no matter how sensitive, or I should say stable, I say it, there still might be one of those key ingredients that may react with your skin. So you always
Right.
want to be careful. Try a little bit first and slowly work your way up to using it daily or twice daily.
Well, we know we're talking with he's the king to me, the king of skincare right now. This is Dr. Nassif. If you guys are just joining us, he has so many incredible products. He's giving us the chance to really peek inside and learn all the details, all the nitty gritty. He created it. He's the one to ask. If you have any questions, pop them into the chat right now on Facebook. We're also live, of course, on YouTube. You can check us out on the website. But while you're doing it, you're going to see a QR code. If you're watching on anything other than your phone, you can open up your camera, point it at that QR code, and it's going to take you right to the products so you can go ahead and check them out. Of course, we have our free exchanges and returns if you don't end up loving it, which you will. But also you can find the link to the products in this actual stream in the post. Now, he's going to be bringing us a couple of different products. We've talked about the Hydro Screen to start because I'm just telling you, it's the MVP. It's the one that, it is the MVP and everyone here uses it. And I'm the newest host here. I've been here for a month. And I have talked to every host who's been here. And I said, it's nice to meet you. And I'm like, okay, so which ones do you really use and what do you love? And everyone has their own things they love. You're the most commonly referenced product is this Hydro Screen. So when I went home and wanted to make sure I could really get to know the products before speaking to them, yours was one of the first ones that I wanted to understand and use and experience on my own before speaking to it. I think it's fantastic. He talked about the importance of moisturizing and of hydrating. And look, we carry around water bottles with us. How many reusable water bottles do we all have in our pantry? And yet we're like, okay, one lotion that I'll use the same one for 25 years, no matter what my skin has done to change or not, or if I've moved to a new environment. I mean, I just lived in LA for the last 20 years. That's going to require a different hydration than somewhere else. Pollutants are going to require it. So the hydration is so key. But he also mentioned the gentleness of the different types of retinol that he has and to test it out. Let's talk gentle for a second. You have a gentle cleanser. Why do you put the word gentle in front of it? Is it something that you did purposely to make sure it wasn't going to be an irritant, or what makes this gentle? Because it excites me as someone who tends to have somewhat sensitive skin.
So, when we talk about the word gentle, it really has to do with the cleansing agents and oils and ingredients that can make it irritating your skin. So we wanted to make sure that those were mild, but it still foams up a heck of a lot, especially one of the coconut oil based cleansers and foaming ingredients is what makes it work. But what's great about this, it's got the vitamin C, ethyl ascorbic acid, and matcha tea, 2 antioxidants, and hyaluronic acid. So it's anti-aging, antioxidant, hydrating, and gentle, yet gentle cleanser. So that's what's great about this. And remember, the normal size is 6 ounces. And 6 ounce, for example, as I'm getting up here, I'm going to pop over and just grab one of these. This is it right here.
Oh, wow. And we're getting something much more substantial, 4 times that size.
4 times that size.
Wow.
So, I mean, this is something, the way you're going to use this, since you mentioned the detox pads, when you're in the shower, we have these in every shower. Or if you want to wash your hands a lot, keep one by the sink. Because again, it's gentle on your hands because using those astringent, the alcohols, especially because we're, as the season now comes in, besides flu, but again, we already know what's also coming back. We've heard that, that other thing that starts with a C. You want to start washing your hands a lot more and more. So this is in the shower. When you get up and you're showering, you're going to use maybe even a half of a pump of this. You're going to wash your face. Then when you get out, you're going to start your anti-aging treatments with the detox pads over here. And there's gentle and the original. The original has salicylic and glycolic and lactic acid and bakuchiol, that alternative that we talked about earlier, type of a retinol and ectoin, a hydrator. So that's your first anti-aging treatment. So this is something, and listen, if you love washing your face at night and you're dialed in, go ahead. But I just use a detox pad.
So you wash your face and your hands with this?
I wash my face and my hands with this. So I have this at my office, in my bathroom, and in all the exam rooms. I use this.
Oh my gosh.
And then I have it in the shower. So
I bet your hands look fantastic.
Your goal is you want to scrub. You want to scrub your hands, but especially if you're using antioxidants, and hydrating, you're not getting really those prune dry hands like you
I
do with
think
the
it is so
alcohol.
smart. I always kind of switch up which moisturizers and serums I'm putting on my hands because the hands, the neck, the décolletage, they're the places we forget when we start to prepare for different age spots and different wrinkles, fine lines, all of that. We're like, right here. And well, guess what? Other parts of your body show too. So I love that you're saying not only are we talking moisturizing, the actual cleanser itself is anti-aging that you can use on your body and your hands. That is a game changer, perfect for our event today. I do want to get back to talking about more of these, but we have a demo. It's, I think, a video of your family using some of these products.
Oh, we do, huh?
Oh my gosh!
Paulina, what kind of facial do you want?
A big one.
A
I don't
big
know if the
one?
sound-
That's
oh,
the
there we
kind
go.
of facial you want?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. What are we gonna use today?
This one.
This one? Okay, okay.
I tired.
No, I do your facial. Ready?
Me.
Here, close. You gotta close your eyes.
Oh.
Oh yeah, look at that. She loves that.
Oh, this is
That's
the
baby
cutest
Paulina.
video I've ever seen.
It's doing.
I'm giving you a facial.
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready. Oh, I could
That's
watch
my
that for
little baby.
hours. That was wonderful. I have
Yeah,
a daughter, she's 20 months, and I do her skincare. And, you know, she stands there at the mirror with me, and she actually says, like, pat, 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 tap, 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 because she...
Yeah.
Oh, so that you're saying this is gentle enough for a toddler's skin? Is that what-
Absolutely. I mean, again, no, I'm not going to use all these products on her.
Sure,
But
sure.
there's, but I know, for example, we were just talking about, which was just in our last hour, our skin barrier balm. That is fantastic. We also have an eczema cream, which by the way, since you're new to HSN, getting an eczema claim, but also very dry, irritated skin or little
Yep.
mild rashes. These are things I use on her if she needs it. She had a bunch of, right now we're getting hit with a lot of mosquito bites out here all of a sudden.
Yep.
And by the way, I'm sorry about that. That's the new, the little golden doodle that Brittany got. She's outside barking. I don't know if you could hear it once in a while. And,
It's wonderful.
But the mosquito bites, the eczema, for example, the eczema cream that we have, which has 1% colloidal oatmeal and other antioxidants, that's what helps. So the baby can use some different things, but I'm not going to use a detox pad or with the retinol like the hydroscreen. No, but I got to tell you, you can start doing skincare. It's not, I wouldn't mind having you starting in your teens. And for
Yeah.
example, my boys, good luck getting them to wash their face with soap and water. That's not going to happen. Now, are they going to use a detox pad? Yes, they are.
I just want you to know the comments kind of went crazy with that video. That was, I'm a little bit overwhelmed by how cute that video was, and I realize I have so much to learn about dressing my toddler up in the cutest possible outfit, so thank you for the inspiration. You mentioned the eczema claim. I won't speak too much to it because, like you said, this is actually something I was speaking about before you came on, is one of the reasons I was drawn to HSN is the standard that is required when it comes to what it is that you're telling the audience. This isn't just creating entertainment and telling someone that it's going to look like this afterwards. We are not using filters, we're not using blurs. And when you said to get the eczema claim, it kind of sounded like he was using some inside lingo. You are forbidden from using that E word on any product, no matter what. You can't say it's great for eczema or it's great for dry skin, because there is a long, very rigorous and oftentimes legal process in order to even
yes.
allow that word to be spoken out loud in conjunction with a product here at HSN. That is how seriously we take our claims and our products when we are offering skincare to you. So when you said that one of them has the eczema claim, that is, ears perk up on that. That's something very unique. And we've heard oatmeal baths are great when people have irritated skin, so that colloidal oatmeal is very interesting. I love that. And even if it's not the eczema, you said mosquito bites, so irritation in general. So that's a big deal, and I'm glad we have the time to speak on that here. Like if you're allowed to say the E word, something special has happened. It's clearly a doctor. So that's wonderful. When you said you would start in your 20s, is there a change from your products that you have that you would say, okay, I would probably do this if I was in my 20s watching now. Maybe I haven't ordered from HSN yet. I know Dr. Nassif. I trust him. This looks interesting. What products would be great in what order? And then maybe as you tell me that, and you can be like, okay, but maybe I would take this one out or add this one in for maybe our more mature customer.
Absolutely. I mean, to me, I'm talking about the basics. And if you're in your 20s, you really probably aren't heavily, even in your teens, you're not into skincare yet, but we're trying to educate our children on taking care of your skin. I mean, for example, sunscreens, you got to, every couple hours you have to reapply. But for example, what we just talked about, the detox pads.
Yeah.
We just talked about the cleanser. These are things that my kids will use. So the cleanser followed by the detox pads, followed by the HydroScreen. I'm just pointing out some of them. But for example, we have the new HydroScreen, for example, the creamed oil for your body. Great for the kids. We have a glycolic acid cleanser, which for very irritated skin, because everyone wants a glycolic acid cleanser, you can use that once or twice a week. We have the brand new purifying scalp exfoliator, which is
I want to
exfoliating
talk
your
about
scalp
that.
and cleansing your hair. So everyone can use different products. So it's not like, for example, well, should I start using the neck cream? Should I start using the crepe inhibitor? Should I start using the brand new eye renewal serum? Maybe you can wait till in your 30s for those.
Yep.
You want to talk about this?
Yeah, I kind of do. I love what you're saying, though. Look, we're not telling you that you have to get everything. So the neck creams, the crepe reducing creams, maybe not in your 20s or early 30s. Those would be wonderful for the more mature customers, but everyone can benefit from the pads, from the gentle cleanser. And you even said that sometimes you use the pads in lieu of washing your face once a day. So I am learning a lot from you. I love it. Is there anything, and we'll get to the, thank you for asking, the scalp cleanser in just a moment, but is there anything about your line that you think is, this is ideal for fall? Like this is perfect for right now.
So, when it comes to fall, it depends on where you live in the different parts of the country. It's going to start getting really cold, then it gets dry. And then you start putting on the heater in the house. You might not have a humidifier in your room, and your skin gets terrorized. And that's when the hydration and the moisture layer, and by the way, the two things are different. Hydration is underneath the skin. You're hydrating the skin, you're plumping it up. And then the moisture layer, like a moisturizer, is on top of your skin. It prevents the loss of fluid. It's called transepidermal water loss, or the loss of hydration prevents that. So that's on top of your skin. That's why the fatty acids and it feels good. So a lot of these products that we talk about, almost everything has a key ingredient that helps with hydration and moisturization. That's why this line, Nassif MD skincare, is great for all different types of weather, especially as we're heading into fall. And then we have the crepe inhibitor. Especially your crepey skin gets a lot worse as we start heading towards fall than winter.
Because it gets drier, it gets colder, and you lose some of that. That's so interesting. So we're talking right now, Dr. Nassif, if you just checked us out, guys, he has so many incredible products, and you can scan the QR code, or you can check out the link that's in our post right now here. But this is your chance to be asking him questions. We got some great questions, especially about the order of the products. He's answered them. If you didn't get to watch us from the beginning, this is going to live online for a while. Go back and check it out. But we've talked about the Holy Grail, the HydroScreen. Everyone's raving about it here. That's just the truth. We've talked about this cleanser. I'm super interested in it. Love that you use it on your hands. That's going to be like a pro tip for me that I'm going to carry, is remembering to use the skincare anti-aging on the hands and maybe even the body. But let's get to the scalp treatment. We have a question about it saying, what does it do for you? What are the effects? My son's starting to lose his hair. He's 37 years old. He's very concerned with that. Would love to purchase if it's going to work. He's in construction. We're learning a lot about her son. So, first of all, I'm just going to say a bald man is a gorgeous man. But in terms of the scalp treatment, what does this do? I love it for people who use a lot of dry shampoo. That's why I love it. But maybe that's not why you love it.
Yeah, really to answer that question for her son, who's in his 30s, losing the hair, that is, again, a different issue. There's different types of treatments for that. You need to go to your dermatology or plastic surgeon's office to see what are some of the options on that, because that's not for this. This, again, is an exfoliator of your scalp. Let's say you're bald. A great way to exfoliate your scalp is use this.
Yeah.
Or you use shampoo, you lose the buildup. There's a buildup from the shampoo and the products that you use that gets in your hair. So once or twice a week, you got to do that deep cleanse. And that's what this does. This basically exfoliates and cleans without stripping the natural oils from your hair, but exfoliates and deep cleanses your hair. Then you can still use a product on after that, a conditioner if you want. But you're going to use this in lieu of your shampoo. But it does not prevent hair loss. That's the claim, and there's other things for that.
Yes, and I love that we're honest with you. We're not going to tell you something that it doesn't do. This isn't a cure-all for everything medical, but it is going to exfoliate your scalp. And these are really having a moment right now, these scalp scrubs, because we've gone, dozens of years here using our traditional shampoos and conditioners, and then we started adding in the mousses and the gels and the sprays and then the powders and everything else. And we kind of forgot to exfoliate our scalps. And once these have started really coming on the market in the last couple years, and they are not all created equal, I've tried a couple of them. I can tell you sometimes they're great, sometimes they're not. We trust Dr. Nassif. He knows what he's talking about because he's not just selling you something that has crystals and a good smell. This is formulated for the, do you know what I'm saying?
Crystals, oh yeah.
So this is something that is there to help your scalp actually clean itself without stripping itself of the natural oils, but it will be clean. You'll never feel as clean as you will after a great scalp scrub detox. I personally recommend at least 2 of these products. I know you've heard me talk about them. I wouldn't say it if I hadn't tried them and loved them. But Dr. Nassif, you've really spoken to these things beautifully. I feel like a happier person for having had met you. You were a goal of mine being at HSN. I can't believe on day 1 I got to meet you. Thank you so much. You're a hero in my home.
Is today your first day? Today's
my
you've been there for a
first day.
month, right?
I was training for a month. Today is my first day actually being visible to anyone, and then tomorrow is my first time on the actual network. Yep.
Oh my goodness. Well, then I look forward to working with you then. That's good as you got a little head start on Nassif MD. That's a good little start for you then.
Oh, as soon as I came in day 1, I'm like, start me on the skincare. I need to learn them before I talk about them. Everything else will come as it comes. So it was really important for me, and I'm not blowing smoke. People are raving about your hydro screen. So any of you guys at home, if any of these are interesting to you, and I know at least a couple of them are, I heard some of you guys even in the comments mentioning his lip treatment, check out hsn.com, or you can scan the QR code here. We also have a link here in the post. He has a wonderful line. It's all great, but if any of it doesn't do exactly what you wanted, feel free. We have free exchanges, free returns at HSN, as always. Dr. Nassif, any other closing thoughts? Can we see the dog?
Oh yeah, here, hold on. You want to get that? See quickly.
Yeah,
hold on. I have a big German Shepherd outside. Hold on, let me see if I can get him in real quick. And I have this new. Her name is Luna. Hold on, let me see if I can.
Oh, that's a good name for a dog.
Come here. Come here.
Those of you at home, he is a dog lover, a dog man. His dogs are part of his whole vibe.
Here.
I love anyone who loves dogs like me.
So here's Luna. Okay.
Oh,
Okay, calm down. Calm down. Calm down. No, look that way. Look at the camera.
Luna!
hi.
Oh, I want to squeeze her
Sharky, come here.
face.
Sharky,
Oh
come
my
here.
goodness.
Sharky. Wait a minute. Oh, calm down. Wait a minute. Come here. Lexanne, more this dog is. Here, bring over quickly Sharky.
One of my favorite things
Sharky,
about
I'm gonna
Dr.
introduce
Nassif and his
you to
dogs,
one more.
yes, is that he never really seems to have control over his dogs. It's always
I don't.
almost control. The chaos is the beauty of it.
Here's the big one, but he's wearing a muzzle right now because I have the small dog, and
Oh,
he might
good for
take
you.
a little. But here,
Yeah, good for
wait,
you
come
protecting
here.
your baby.
Come in here. I mean, no, talking about the dog. But he's not around the baby.
No,
Here's
I
the
meant
big
I
one.
meant the baby. That is the baby. The dog is the
Well,
baby.
that's the dog is the baby. I'm not my other baby. Did you see Sharky, the big one?
Sharky's a bear. I have news for you. You have a
Yeah.
bear in your home. That's not a
He's
dog.
a big one.
That is a huge dog. Dr.
Yeah.
Nassif, you made
He's
my
got
day.
a big bear.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
for your
It was a
time.
pleasure meeting you, and thank you all. I hope everyone enjoyed this. This was fun doing this. I like
Oh,
doing this.
good. I'm glad. Wait till we're in studio. We'll have more
nice
fun.
meeting
Bring the
you.
dogs.
Yeah, exactly. I'll bring all the dogs and run around the whole place.
Oh, believe me, I would love it. All right, guys, we're here until 4 p.m. today, Eastern, 1 p.m. Western. We're going to be chatting with 4 other beauty gurus, experts, the people who created the products that you know and love or are interested in learning and loving. So don't go anywhere. We will be here every hour on the hour. And of course, you can always go back and check out our previous streams at any time as well. Okay, see you soon.